Hey guys, this is Panda again. First thing I want to say is Happy New Year. I'm just making a quick video to answer several FAQ questions that we get asked fairly often. They've been posted on our Discord server for a while now, but we know that not everybody uses Discord, so this video was made. Let's get started. When will the game be done? We currently do not have an official release date. We are aiming for late 2018 for single player and early 2019 for multiplayer. Sorry about it taking so long, but we don't have access to the original code or servers of CWA. Because of this, we need to rebuild the game from the ground up, and even if we did have the original game's code, it wouldn't help that much, because Sony used custom engine for CWA, and we are using Unity, and these two engines have incompatible code. If we had access to the servers, on the other hand, progress might be much quicker. The only thing we have from the original game right now are the assets, so we need to rebuild a lot of things like the AI, animations, combat, that sort of thing, all the systems. Can you test out the current version of the emulator? Yes, you can. We will post the current build in the description. How can you help? Giving feedback on the work we do is a huge help. We really want to engage with the community and add or change what you guys want. If you think that you have useful skills, you can also apply to the team and help us make this project blossom. Will station cash be returning to the game? Probably not. There have been discussions about having it as a rare earnable currency that you get from doing various things around the game, such as the dungeons like the Sith Temple map on Nambara, or from doing those little mini quests you would have per planet that said like kill this many enemies or like do this or do that, you remember those? Of course the name would have to be changed because Station Cash is Daybreak's copyrighted premium currency, but this currency would have a similar function. The only difference would be that it can only be earned or farmed, it cannot be bought. This idea, however, did not have a lot of support within the team, so we will most likely have a credit-only economy. Will you have your old account back? Unfortunately, no. Everybody will have to start from scratch. Your accounts were stored on Sony's servers, which we don't have access to, so this is going to be a clean slate for everybody. Will the emulator be available for Mac? Yes, eventually. We have created a Mac build right now, but it has not been tested at all yet, so there's no way of knowing its stability, so we're just going to keep it privately in the dev build for now. How can you apply to join the dev team? We will post the Google form in the description. We are currently looking for map designers, modelers, developers, moderators, advertisers, and counselors. If you want to know what a counselor is, it's basically customer support. Will the game have multiplayer? Yes, but currently the single player is going to come first. We will work on servers over time, but they will most likely not be accessible to the public until sometime in late 2018 or early 2019. Probably early 2019, so we can get a handle of how many people we need to have the server be able to handle for concurrent users and such. And also we just need to tweak the build so that it's compatible with servers, which we haven't had time to do yet. Do you guys have any social media accounts that I can follow? Yes, we do. You're on the YouTube account right now, and we also have a Twitter and Facebook that we'll link in the description. Besides YouTube, where else can you interact with the community? We have a Discord, Google group, Steam, Facebook, and the forums, and we'll post those in the description. Will there still be membership in the emulator? No, there will not. Although there was discussion of it in the past, we have come to the conclusion that it's best to do away with membership because we felt it would be an unnecessary credit drain when you could use those credits for other things that you want, like here. Love the work you guys are doing. I'd like to donate to help out. How can I? Sorry, but we cannot accept any money, nor are we going to charge you for playing the game. Everything will be completely free for all players. This is because we are reusing many of the assets from the original game, which Daybreak still owns the copyright for, and because we don't own a license to using the Star Wars IP. Because of that, we are not allowed to monetize the game at all, including Patreons and GoFundMes. If you're going to mention Star Wars Galaxies, the difference is that they are using the original game and they're just hosting servers for it, so then they can take donations for the servers. But here we're making a recreation of it. It's not just hosting servers. So because it's a copyrighted game and everything, we are not allowed to make any money off of this. Do you plan on expanding the game at all, or will it stay true OG? Although we plan on implementing most of the OG game's systems first, we are planning on gradually adding much new content after launch. There are plans for expanded squad interaction, improved combat, semi-custom armor patterns, new game modes, and more. Those are just some examples. Nothing is finalized yet, but our creative directors are throwing out some pretty interesting ideas. Will there be mini-games like in the OG game? Yes, we plan to reintroduce them eventually, but we can't yet. We have all of the mini-games functioning right now. However, they use A2 coding, and Unity, the engine we are using, only accepts A3 and above, so we need to try to find a converter before we can implement mini-games. Is the emulator illegal? From what we can find, emulators aren't legal, but they aren't illegal either. They exist in a legal gray area. ROMs, on the other hand, are completely illegal. The difference between the two is that emulators are a recreation with differences, while a ROM is a carbon copy using the same exact code and data from the original game or gaming system. Emulators don't break the law because it's your own map, model, or code or whatever which you constructed, while with ROMs, they break copyright due to being the exact same code and everything. We are okay because we're only reusing character and weapon models from the original game, while we're remaking the maps, animations, and such, and like AI. So it's technically our own game. We aren't breaking the law as long as we don't profit off the project at all. The thing with us not being able to accept even donations is that we will be making money off of an IP which we do not own, and from a game heavily based on an older copyrighted game. Many other emulators have made it without problems, such as Toontown rewritten, the Star Wars Galaxies emulator, and more. So as long as we're careful, there's no need to worry about something like a cease and desist. We'll be fine, and don't worry about viruses either. This isn't some fishy website or anything. We're just trying to recreate the game that we all loved as kids. Thanks for watching. I'm sure we missed some FAQs, but we tried to answer as many as we could remember. See you next time, Panda. Ow!